So yeah, you both teams are shook by pulses of shaking earth. Um, Up in Harlem in the Blackburn, it's actually pretty bad. Things are falling off the walls. Um, you hear sort of sounds of breaking windows in the area. How are you both reacting?
Shoot, I'm running out to Fawn's garden because I want to see what the hell's going on.
Don't go upstairs. We need to go out to get out of here before the building collapses.
The building isn't going to collapse. There's no way that would happen.
It's not outside of the realm of possibility. That's what happens in earthquakes, isn't it?
I don't know. And she just keeps going to the to look outside.
Yeah, you get upside and you kind of look around. By the time you get up there, it seems like there hasn't been another pulse or shaking or anything like that. But you do see, there's broken windows. You're hearing some signs of accidents. Some alarms are going off. And give me a survival roll.
Awesome. Would any of my predator cognition or anything like that help? Or danger sense or anything?
No, you're not in direct danger right now, and that's not what this is exactly for.
2.
2 successes? Okay. Yeah, you sort of scan the horizon, and you see kind of like a dust cloud to the south and somewhat to the west, and it looks like kind of the north edge of Central Park to you, like where there's this dust cloud starting to like plume up.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of it.
Click.
Never forget, Cassiopeia sucks. It's very important that nobody forget that.
So Rant, did you follow her up, or are you being more sensible about this?
Oh, I'm being way more sensible. Like after telling her to come downstairs and she doesn't, Rant kind of throws his hands up and he's going out of the building as quick as he can.
Yeah, I mean you head down. The Blackburn's only like a six-story building.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually give me an athletics roll.
Right. It's not a great roll for me, but 1 success.
1 success. Yeah, you make it down the stairs without tripping over yourself. As you're going down the stairs and as you're sort of like looking at some of the land, when you get down like to the lower floors and the stairways are a bit more open, you notice there's not a lot of people here in the Blackburn. There's like baseline staff, but you're not seeing any other Novas in residence at the time being. But you get down to the ground floor and you can see, you can hear, the alarms, the sirens are starting to go off. And there's a public, you start to hear, both of you actually start to hear kind of like a public announcement system start to go off. And it says, possible eruption in Central Park. Do not go to Central Park.
Oh, well, we have to go to Central Park. She says aloud to herself as she goes back into the building and then goes back down.
Okay.
To meet back up with Rant.
Yeah. What would Rant do upon hearing this information?
I actually think Rant's going to stand there for a few minutes thinking, eruption? Do they mean like a nova eruption or do they mean like lava eruption?
Honestly, anything is possible in this wild world.
That's actually a pretty good question. So if you stand and wait there for a little bit, then eventually Sovereign does come down out of the building to see you standing at the street corner.
Rant, look at this picture.
Oh, wow. We should go check that out, right?
Oh, definitely. I want to see what's going on.
For sure.
Over in Utopia Tower, Actually, the not that you would know this, but the shaking is a lot less bad here. You get a couple of pulses of things shaking, maybe like a couple of things fall off the thing, but there's nowhere near as much like breaking of windows or anything like that. And within moments of that, you start like your communicators start blaring up. Quantum activity detected in Central Park. Await instructions starts blaring on your communicators. But how are you guys responding to this?
Well, we should probably at least get out of here, or at least down onto the street before we head to Central Park. I mean, we're not going to Central Park, but we're going to Central Park.
It says not to go to Central Park, or just that there's a disturbance there?
It says quantum activity detected in Central Park and await further instructions, but doesn't give you any specific commands.
Well, I think we should go and just maintain a distance, just try to get eyes on what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, there are some plenty of places that we can go that are near Central Park,
Yeah.
which is right over there. Let's just do
All right.
that. Because
So I'll burn 2 quantum and then quantum points, and then I'll lift you up respectfully and
All right, so you're Superman carrying her over to Central Park, and as soon as you guys get eyes, it's a lot less distinct, but you are able to make out the dust cloud once you get up in the air pretty easily. So you're pretty sure you get that, and then you start hearing, start hearing that announcement start going over the public announcement system of potential eruption in Central Park. Please vacate the area. Interdiction teams are being organized, and like you start getting communicators of like essentially like you guys do get the order of intercept, go and intercept, get eyes, and report.
yay! Called it.
Hooah.
So yeah, you kind of get that mid-flight, but Rant and Sovereign, you guys hit the north edge of Central Park pretty easy. And you guys see, once you sort of get into the green area, over in the area known as the Great Hill, you see like a massive disruption in the earth. And there's actually a lot of activity. Like you see a lot of figures just kind of like milling about all over this area. And they look a little odd. You're not exactly sure what you're making out and what you're seeing there. But just from like the edge of the park, you can see like a couple of dozen figures just kind of like surrounding and maneuvering all over this large green space in the northern Central Park.
So I think Rant's going to raise his voice, which obviously he has a lot of like expertise with, and raise it, Nova wise, to be like, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing? What's going on here?"
And like as you guys are getting there, people are exiting the park. Like you're seeing people like running the other way. Okay, if you want to make a persuasion roll for me.
Yeah. Two successes.
Okay. Yeah, you let your voice head out. You have a good line of sight on this, but this is actually a pretty far way away. But you project your voice. Are you putting your illusion power behind this to enhance your voice power?
Yeah, I was definitely gonna do that.
All right, make sure you spend the quantum for it, but don't worry about the roll.
Sure.
So yeah, you project your voice out in that area using your powers. And you're pretty sure that your voice would reach that area. But none of these figures seem to react to you. Like they're like, as you're observing this, like you're seeing them like move and maneuver, and they're actually starting to like move into two different groups. And it seems like none of them are affected by what you're saying.
Cassie, I think they're mole people.
Mole people? I thought mole people weren't real and that they were just ant people.
Okay, maybe ant people, but they're definitely people from underground. That's my working theory. I'm sticking with it.
Okay, they're probably just like robots or something, but let's keep going.
All right, so are y'all heading further into the park?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys are like moving your way towards that direction.
Yep.
What if they attack us, Rant? Then what?
You can't fly, can you?
No, I can't fly.
I could make an... I don't know. I can't fly either, so I think we just run as fast as we can out.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, I need athletics rolls from the both of you.
Cassie eats shit.
I will remind you all that you can boost your abilities if you so desire to try and get better stats on this.
All right, so athletics. All right, this is 4 dice.
Oh, better than my 3 dice. One success.
One
No
success.
successes.
Okay. No successes.
Cassie eats shit, or at least sucks. She cramps up. She were wrong.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
something bad.
You cramp up, and like like Rant, you get a good pace, but it is sort of nullified by the fact that Cassie does in fact eat shit. So that is another momentum to the pool. Noted. Circuit and Liberty Lad, you guys have no problem making your way over the bulk of Central Park to where you see this cloud forming, and actually by the time you get there, the cloud itself seems to be settling down, and you can see from the air, like you guys get a good view of like people evacuating the park. A lot of like, emergency signs, sirens and cop lights and firefighter lights are starting to approach the area. And you get a good aerial view of like several dozen figures like maneuvering to form groups, like forming into groups, forming into lines. Give me both of you a survival roll.
What the hell? Also survival? Ugh. Attribute.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Intellect?
roll cunning.
Cunning is probably the best. That'll probably give you the best information, but if you'd like to roll intellect, you can.
I got one success.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try with intellect because it's my one good thing, man. I got 1 success.
Okay. Yeah, there's something like Liberty Lad, you see like these things are moving in a strange way. Like they're moving almost, you wouldn't say mechanically, but not exactly human.
Naturalistically?
Naturalistically, yeah. And Circuit, you sort of scan the thing and you recognize like they're not just forming into groups, they're forming into formations.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and since Spark's always recording, I'm gonna go ahead and connect, like make sure that this is being sent specifically to like Alexander and Utopia so they can see and just kind of be like, WTF? Like they're forming up.
Get closer. You get a response back. Get closer. Get more data.
Is there anything happening that's like, it's just a big cloud, right? That's happening right now.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
like
a-
immediate.
Yeah, it's a big cloud that's kind of settling, and it seems like the thing that is most visible happening are these weird looking figures starting to move into formation.
Okay, so there doesn't look to be like any baselines that are like struggling to get away.
No, it doesn't
Or
like
any-
look like anyone's
okay,
getting
cool.
attacked or stopping from getting away.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, let's get closer then. Well, I'll hover above them, but let's say, I don't know. Yeah, I'll hover above them, let's say maybe about 100 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you go in, hover above them, and you start to get a better look at it. And as you sort of swoop in, hold on, let me take a look at something real quick. Let me get empathy rolls from the both of you.
Empathy. What's my attribute?
Cunning would be the best because you're
Okay.
sensing, picking up on something.
All right. I've got mega cunning of 1.
Noted. That'll give you enhancement.
1 success.
Okay.
What's the difficulty on that? It's 7?
It's target number
Yeah.
7.
7. Okay, I got 1 success.
Okay. Yeah, Circuit, as you're sort of like getting closer and surveying things, and like you're coordinating with Liberty Lad, making sure that there's no baselines. You do see 2 figures from the north making their way to it. And you can't tell from this distance, but they're dressed like weirdos. You can't tell who they are from this distance, but they look a little odd. But as you are hovering down, you see these figures are, for the best what you can tell, these people are made out of rock and dirt and like grass. And they are beginning to like form these 2 battle lines, and like they're doing like the last minute maneuvers, and they like turn to face each other, and then like almost like a football line, start to like hunker down and start to charge at each other.
Oh wow.
Do they have green and red ribbons? Sashes?
One of them is like, one set of them is more like dirt and rock, and the other ones have like more green foliage around them.
Son of a bitch. Someone find J. Michael Straczynski.
But yeah, so this is what you see. Rant and Sovereign, you guys make it to the hill area. Like you guys make it to like the bot. Like it's not really much of a hill. It's more like a very large mound that covers a lot of space. So you guys like make it to the edge of this area, and you are seeing this thing. You're seeing what I've described, but from the ground level. So it's a lot more confusing and chaotic. And it is also fairly easy to see 2 blue, white, and gold figures hovering above the scene.
Look.
Yeah. We sure we want to be here with utopians around?
This is a free fucking country. I can investigate something if I want to.
Right.
What are they going to do? Arrest me?
Hopefully not, but good point. What is going on with these? Are the rock creatures?
Yeah, they look like rock people. Like it's harder for you guys to tell what they're doing, but you can make them out that they are like rock creatures.
See, you got pretty close to mole people.
She's just going to sort of analyze the whole thing to sort of get a better idea of like what's going on.
Okay. Are you going to be? That would be an Enigmas roll.
Yep. Awesome. I get some rerolls. Always love that. 4 successes on that one.
All right. Like I said, it's hard to make it out from your level, but from best what you can tell, you think someone's playing a game of some sort. Like you're seeing coordination between like these 2 sides, and it's almost like someone is like it's a coordinated battle that's starting to happen. Like as you guys are looking at this, those two lines of these rock beings, just like the first couple of them like smash into each other and they start like beating each other up. And it's oddly choreographed.
Oh man. Is somebody playing real life golem chess? I'm gonna be pissed. I want to play.
That'd
She
be cool.
practically screams.
So at this point, Rant's gonna take out his cell phone and start trying to get like recordings of bits and posting them on social media. Like, look at this crazy thing in Central Park.
Okay.
Hashtag, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you can start making those posts.
I want to touch one.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you guys are maybe about 50 yards away from the action. Whereas Circuit and Liberty Lad, you guys are sort of hovering at about 100 feet above. What up in the air? What are you guys doing?
Looks like
And
they're
you do-
playing
and you do-
chess.
It's kind of battle chess. And you do see like off on the northern edge of like this hill area, you do see two people, and at this point, you're pretty sure you know who they are.
Oh, fuck them.
Are they
God,
doing this?
I have no idea. I saw them earlier coming this way, so I don't know. I have keen senses. Can I use keen sense sight to try and see if I can see like who might be controlling these guys?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, let's say
not really
that
perception.
that'll be an Enigma's roll. And you can you would to use your keen sight, you would definitely use your cunning.
Okay.
But that would add enhancement to the roll.
Yes. So I will do that. And I'm cool with my cunning. I don't completely suck at that. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 successes on that one.
Okay, 3 successes. You
And then I also have mega cunning if that helps.
Yeah, I mean that applies enhancement to your roll.
Okay, so I got
You
2 enhancements.
The area looking for something that isn't these like these rock people, and like they're beating each other up, and like occasionally one of them like explodes the other, and like that takes that out. So like their numbers are getting winnowed down, but you also see kind of at the edge, like bits of rock and soil are starting to accumulate into more. But as you scan the area, you see a bench that looks weird, because underneath the bench, it looks like there's just like a pile of rock that's just sort of accreted around the edge of like underneath the bench.
Hey, Anthony, do you see that? And she'll point it out to him. I think that's where our person is. Or
So
rock.
it looks like they're just there's like a pile of rock underneath it. It's not forming anything else.
Yeah, it looks like the entire like underside of the bench is contained with rock.
Yeah, we fly over to that.
Okay.
As we go, I kind of like look over at the 2 Terrets, and she just kind of does she does a 2-finger salute and then drops the index finger just to give Cassie a proper fuck you as they head off.
I'm assuming you guys are keeping an eye on the 2 in the sky.
Wow.
And you start seeing them float down. The bench that they are going to is pretty close to you guys. So if you guys book it, you might be able to get there if you want to do that.
Circuit's riding me like Falcor.
Ah,
Yeah.
Cassie, are we going there? Because we need to go now if we are.
Yes, I want to play with rock golems.
We are running as fast as we can then.
Okay.
I think that this point's
So
just
it's
taking
going to be
off her
athletics
shoes, like, we're
rolls.
done.
Sorry, it is going to be athletics rolls. Given your performance, boosting your physical abilities probably is a good idea if you want to try and like get there before they do. Otherwise, you're probably just going to stumble and eat shit again.
Leave me in the dust, Rant, if you must. Understand this.
Okay.
It's all right.
I'm gonna roll with resolve this time instead of stamina.
Okay.
Because I'm really focused on getting there because I want to see
Noted.
what.
Okay, I got 1, which is better than none. Listen, the more I eat shit on these rolls, the more momentum we get, guys. All right, I'm willing to I'm willing to take one
Yeah.
for the team.
That's gonna be momentum when me and Circuit beat you up.
Oh no.
3 successes for me.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, 3 successes. Rant, you leave Sovereign in the dust, and you kind of like skid just in time, so that like Liberty Lad and Circuit touch down on the other side of the bench, just as you like skid to the other side of it. So you guys are sort of looking at each other from across this bench that has like, now that you're closer to it, it looks like a little like, it almost looks like a little fortress has been built around the underside of the bench.
Hey there. Not trying to mess with you, just seeing what's up. Team up time?
Just try to kick this thing out. Like, here, I'm gonna start kicking the rock.
Okay.
Hey, maybe we could try talking to him or see.
Oh yeah, good idea. I'll stop. Good idea. I'll stop. I'll not do that.
Okay.
Just in case his new form is this pile of rocks.
Before we resort to violence, maybe we should try.
Awesome.
So
So,
I don't know how good.
Yeah, how are you guys approaching this?
Talkie. You I could take a stab at it.
Yeah, tell them to
You're
go
like-
back to wherever they came from.
the professional vocalist, like, damn it! Just red faced and fuck.
It's nice to meet you, by the way. So rock person, do you mind, coming down with this rock stuff that you've got going on? It's not really doing too much. It's kind of causing a scene. Saying that, but not really directing it or knowing where to direct it at. But
Okay.
just kind of projecting it out.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. Four, 5, 6 plus 2 mega presents.
Okay, noted. Yeah, you say that, and kind of like a little window just sort of opens up under it, and you see the head of a kid, probably maybe 14 years old, pops out, kind of. It's very odd because their skin has taken on the texture and somewhat the color of earth and soil, and his hair has kind of gone a little grassy green. He just sort of pops his head out of his little fort. He says, like, I think I've erupted. This is awesome.
I have to agree with you. Yes, and this is a really cool eruption, but I think we need to dial it down just a teeny bit.
Cool. Yeah, I just started thinking about like all the cool like fucking war games that I play, and then that stuff started happening, and I kind of hid here. So I don't know how it just kind of is happening. It's awesome though. I can feel it, and I can like kind of like nudge it along, but they're just kind of doing their own thing. This is so fucking cool. Hey, aren't you Rant?
I am Rant. Yes. I'm so excited that you are enjoying, being a Nova. Let's talk through some meditations that we can do real quick, maybe so you can kind of get in charge of all this a little bit. Sound good?
So Liberty Lad and Circuit, you're seeing like the other side of this. You can't really make out the kid because he's like looking at Rant, and he still has his rock fortress up. But you do see Sovereign Sovereign makes it up to this point on the hill by this
Out
time.
of breath.
Just kind of, I'll just roll my eyes at Circuit and be like, yeah, buddy, I think if you can just try to like calm down and just kind of try to breathe, maybe you can just stop these rock monsters from, rock monstering.
I will say it's pretty awesome. But yeah.
Like he like kind of like moves his head around. He's still talking to Rand. He's like, who else is there?
I'll like sort of go right behind Rant and sort of like put my head on top of his head because I want to see into the
you see this like
cave.
you see this little like cave, and you see this kid with like dirt consistency skin and grassy hair, and he's like, oh shit, it's Sovereign too.
Oh my god.
And he's like, who else is here? Like I heard other voices, and like his head,
that's our cue.
his head pops in, and then another little window pops out on the other side.
Oh.
And he's like, oh my fucking god, what the hell? Why? Holy shit, this is so cool. I know I follow you, and I follow you, and I what the? And like the behind you, you guys start to notice the rock monsters like start just like they're ripping into each other, but they're also start to like rip into the ground and like start throwing big chunks of like earth and rock around. Like they just seem to start getting more frantic in the background.
Breathe,
okay.
breathe, just breathe, kid, just breathe.
Yeah, calm down. We're here because of you.
Well,
It's gonna be fine.
Oh shit, you're here for
we're here to help. It's okay. Take a deep breath. We're gonna get you some help, but it's gonna take you getting control of everything first, all right? And you can do that. All of us have that power. We can all control everything we do.
Yep.
Trust me.
All right, you guys seem to be making kind of like the same message, so you're not like really talking at cross purposes. So if you all want to make a group either persuasion or empathy roll.
Persuasion is my jam, so
I'm so glad that at least like some kid has like a good eruption. Like, there's so many times where they're like, yeah, well, I exploded into a devil and now my family hates me. But it seems like this kid exploded into like a little grass boy, and now all of his favorite social media stars are gathered around him in Central Park. It's like kind of a dream come true.
It's kind of awesome. All right, this is the role I eat shit on.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you get distracted, Circuit.
Actually, I don't.
Oh, really?
I rolled 2 successes on my 2 dice.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah, I only got 2 successes on this roll, but I do have 2 mega presents, so I'm assuming that helps.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes, and then I think does mega presence lower the
It doesn't. It adds to scale.
Leadership skill.
Leadership scale. You do not get the inherent bonus for being to baselines because this guy isn't a baseline anymore. But it does add to that. And did you roll anything, Sovereign?
Yeah, 3 with a mega with a 1 mega attribute.
Okay, fantastic. So you guys actually like unexpectedly, you guys all kind of like get on sync and on message, and are able to talk this kid like through calming down. Like you walk him through some of the exercises that Utopia and some of the Elder Terrigen members have walked you through, and helping like basic control of the powers. And after maybe about 5-ish minutes, all the rock creatures either like stop moving, some of them crumble away. And so there's about 5 of them left that just sort of like lumber over to the bench. And like that rock fort just kind of crumbles around, and he like this kid kind of climbs up onto the bench. Liberty Lad and Circuit, you guys are getting messages on your communicators asking for an update.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there was anything terrible, so I will send them the last recording that Spark had of us talking him down, and like a brief pan over to like where there's only like 5 of them left.
Okay. Are you including images of Rant and Sovereign in these pictures?
I will try to crop them out because I don't want to deal with that.
Okay. Liberty Lad, what about you? What are you reporting? Are you making a report?
Well, I'm letting Circuit,
Okay.
because they have all the fun stuff.
Noted. Yeah, so this kid, like, you've talked him down, and like he's got his like 5 little rock buddies that are like kind of surrounding him. And he's like, thanks, that was getting a little intense.
Yeah, no. How are you feeling? Are you hungry?
I'm feeling really hungry, but I'm also feeling like awesome.
Like a feeling of euphoria, right? I mean,
Yeah,
we both
like-
felt it. Yeah.
Is this what it's like? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I
Wow.
mean, it feels good, but you also got to remember that people were kind of scared right now. So there's, if only I could think of like a quote about power and responsibility. Anyways, do you want to like? I think we should probably have someone medical look at you just to make sure that you're doing well as feeling well.
Well, the
is-
Blackburn
is-
isn't super far from here. Do you guys want to come over? And she
I
just
was
sort of has
thinking-
like a grin.
We were thinking of we have some better
There's
facilities.
some facilities
Oh.
nearby.
Ooh, we're well
Awesome.
equipped for all sorts of things like this.
Yeah,
he like looks at you and he's like, he looks at when you mentioned the Blackburn, he's like, holy shit, I'm a Nova. I can go to the Blackburn now.
Uh-huh.
absolutely.
I mean, technically any Nova can go to the Blackburn if you really want.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but do you
yeah.
want to? But I mean, we can fly, so I can. Does anyone want to fly to our Project Utopia penthouse?
I need people to roll initiative right now.
All these
Sounds-
people trying to convince an impressionable child.
This sounds like some social combat. Oh,
Yeah.
It
boy.
does in fact sound like social combat.
So like 2.
On Team Tomorrow, we have a 5 and a 3. On the Legacy, we have a 5 and a 0. I am also going to be splitting the momentum pool. So you each currently have, wait, hold on. Team Tomorrow has 1 momentum. And because of Rant's botch, the Legacy has 3 momentum.
That's fair. I used to earlier. That's totes fair.
Okay, so we're going to go heads or tails. Sovereign and Liberty Lad, heads or tails.
Tails. Ray, go into the room and make sure he's not cheating.
Yeah, go in there.
All right, I got heads.
Okay.
Damn it.
He's
So-
cheating.
Like, we got this.
We got it. Okay, so the first 5 goes to the Legacy.
Okay.
So you guys get to choose who wants to go take that 5.
I'm gonna let you go for it.
You let me go for it?
Yeah. Rant's just stumbling over his words right now anyway, so
Okay, yeah, I'll take that first one. And then do you want so for this we're essentially just like choosing the order.
Yeah, basically the way initiative works is while you roll, you're not rolling for your individual initiative, you're rolling to establish slots.
Okay.
And those slots are team based. So
Will
you have a 5 slot and a 0 slot on the Legacy team, and Team Tomorrow has a 5 slot and a 3 slot on their team. So it's gonna go pretty much back and forth. But
yeah,
So,
that seems fine. to
how-
me.
Sovereign, how are you schmoozing this kid?
I think I'm going to How to manipulate a impressionable child. Let me think. I feel like he did express some interest in the Blackburn just then, and we're not far. So I think I'm going to go from the angle of it's literally like right over there. And like
Okay.
all of your favorite social media stars are invited and we can all go.
Okay, that's a pretty cool tack. So how are you? That's definitely going to be a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
How are you approaching this?
I'm going to approach it probably manipulation because I heard him say, "Oh wow, the Blackburn." And
Okay, so
so
you're
I'm-
like you're pulling on like full on influencer manipulative mode. Gotcha.
Oh
Noted.
yeah. I have heard him express interest in something, and now I'm like, excellent. Thank you for giving me the bait, kid. Never let anyone forget. Cassie's a piece of shit.
Mhm.
It's very important that nobody forget that. All right. For that one, I got 3 successes, and then I have a mega presence.
We'll use your mega manipulation.
Or mega manipulation. I have one on both.
One on both. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So noted. That's 5 successes. Okay. Yeah. He's like, fuck yeah, the Blackburn. Holy shit. Like, and like, you guys are Terrigen, so you don't give a shit that I'm 14. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Can I get a beer?
Yeah. Sure.
Now we have the 5 on the team tomorrow side.
Oh, Liberty Lad, go!
Tell him he can't have beer.
I'm
You
gonna-
have to be
I'm
the
gonna-
right.
I'm gonna whisper to Circuit. Are you getting this? Like recording. But I will impart to him that I'll say, hey, like, why don't, before you go over there, we'll just get you checked out, make sure you're cool, and kind of see if we can find out what more of your powers are, and then I think we might have a spare teen tomorrow costume for you as a gift, and then you can head over to the Blackbriar.
Okay, so you are directly bribing him. Gotcha.
Mm.
Well,
You're
I'm
offering
also
the
saying that we can-
lollipop. You're
I can
offering the
say we-
lollipop to go to
Yeah.
the doctor's office.
And I'm saying we can do one thing and then do the other. We can do that thing you
Oh.
want to do. We just want to do this first.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is really funny.
Now, I will say that you're pretty sure that is bullshit. Like you're pretty sure that once he gets into a Rashon facility, like his parents will be called, and there's no way in hell that they'll let him go to the goddamn Blackburn. So this is definitely going to be
nightclub.
manipulation persuasion,
All right.
because that is bullshit.
This
There's
is
no
really
way
funny.
that's going to actually
Cool, I'm
happen.
gonna back you up with intelligence on this.
Oh god.
That'll
that's
go
so
well.
Funny.
Okay, I got 3.
3 successes. Do you have any mega manipulation?
Nope.
Okay, 3 successes. Gotcha. Okay, so now there's the 3 turn, which is once again Teen Tomorrow.
Yeah, because I mean, you can always come hang with us first. You know, if you start immediately at the Blackburn, it's a lot harder to see how things are at the Utopia side. If you start with Utopia, and you know, you don't want to hang out with us anymore, you can totally go to the Blackburn. That's fine. Logic.
Okay.
I'm terrible at this.
Yeah,
Sad.
that is also going to be a manipulation
Make
roll,
Spark
because
do a
that is
trick.
absolutely you could make Spark do a
And we
trick.
can live stream the whole thing. If you got your own social media account, we can blast that for you.
Yeah, just more bribes.
More lollipops. It's manipulation. I'm gonna roll my 2 dice.
You
Pretend
do
that- Pretend that Spark sounds like a Wally.
that.
Yeah. I'm sure he could
Ah.
do that. He's very advanced.
I got a success.
You got a success. Fantastic.
yeah.
Got one.
And then
All
point
right,
to
so
Rant, and
that-
he just had a botch, so he can't even speak.
No, he can speak. Botching botching is not a true botch on
The
initiative.
kid
Yeah.
doesn't know that.
Anyway, so that comes around to the 0 turn, which is a legacy turn.
All
So
right,
Rant,
what you
that
gonna
is you're the
say?
one that has a go.
So Rant's gonna lean down and put his hand on this kid's shoulder, and he's gonna put on all the charm. You have just experienced the most incredible moment of your entire life, and it will only get better from here. Come with us to the Blackburn, learn a little bit about the things that we can teach you. Everyone can go, and you get to start your journey with being a Nova and being the best you can be.
All right, that is definitely a persuasion roll, and that can be manipulation or presence.
I'm using all the presents.
All righty.
I love how you're being very earnest right now.
Rant actually does think this. So yeah. I'm also trying to evoke hope as an emotion using my skill trick, evoking
Ooh.
emotion.
Okay, that would require a momentum expenditure.
Is
If
everyone
Sovereign is okay with that.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Lit.
What skill trick is that, by the way?
evoking emotion?
Under persuasion?
Under persuasion, yeah.
Let me just double check the rules on
Okay.
that.
Yep.
Please manipulate this child. Like, listen, they got the last one. I feel
Right, we get one. That's how this works.
me and you
Pokemon.
specifically gave them the one at the protests. I
Right.
feel like it's only fairsies.
We'll give you the one that looks the most inhuman.
Honestly, it's probably better for him.
It probably is.
If we're gonna be honest. If he came out looking like normal like us, then you know.
I'm not,
yeah.
I'm not seeing that. Is that skill trick in the core book, Rant?
I think so, yeah.
I'm not seeing it under there.
Oh.
I've got
made it up, he's
captivating
cheating,
personality,
he's cheating.
devilishly good looking, and easy to love under persuasion.
I may have just made it up. But
Fair enough.
Yeah, not sure.
It's not an aberrant version of that.
That might be a hey, don't use the A word.
The book.
That might be a specialty that you have.
Might be. And if it is, then it's not gonna apply.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll then.
All right. Please be the honest one here. We need your light, honestly.
Oh wow, that's
Is
Uh-oh.
that good?
6 successes plus 2
Ooh,
mega presents, so 8.
damn.
All right.
Chef's kiss.
So I'm gonna be honest with the both of you. I thought I set a threshold of 15 successes to be succeeding on this. And Rant and Sovereign have just overtaken that. So the kid says, you know what, guys, I definitely like Team Tomorrow. I like Utopia, but they're right. It's right there. And that sounds kind of fucking badass.
Yeah, it is. And we can get you something.
So we can
to
all
eat.
go. We can all go.
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I can probably wait outside, but yeah.
Oh, what?
Got
We
like a quick look at Anthony and just like,
I'm not
I mean,
gonna make you stand outside. That's like fucked up.
Oh, I can fly. I can just fly outside.
Well, okay.
Or you
Yeah.
could come in
just
and
gonna
be
do double H
normal
outside.
and just have a drink and relax.
I don't
Yeah.
drink.
Oh, well, that's
yeah,
fair.
we're
So
underaged.
Yeah.
You can have like
Yeah.
a
you
lemonade.
can have a cup of tea. I make a good one.
Mhm.
Ugh, I hate tea.
Hospitality.
No.
And she reaches down and grabs the little boy's hand.
Um,
Come on.
Circuit and Liberty Lad, you guys are getting another request for like reports.
Just watch the feed.
I mean,
Yeah, at this
the
point-
feed has had Rant and Sovereign cropped out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, I will let them know that Rant and Sovereign are here and have convinced him to go to the Blackburn, and we are requesting permission
Yeah.
to go to keep an eye on this kid.
Good idea.
Yeah,
That's
You get a quick message back.
Alexander's on the other line. Like, are
yeah,
you fucking
freaking
They say,
out.
down?
he's gonna lose his shit.
They say
What?
go with them, monitor the situation, identify the child.
All right. Actually,
Okay.
we think we could stay for just a little bit, but then we probably got to get you, kid, to a doctor.
Yeah.
You know.
We have an on-call nurse and doctor.
You should
Yeah, we
probably
have
let
like a
your
whole
books know
lab and
what's
stuff.
happened too.
Yeah, what's your name?
Oh, my name is William Drake.
William Drake.
Texting.
Okay.
Good to meet you, William.
Yeah, like you get that as soon as that comes in, but like you get like basically a response back that says like, yeah, go with them, contain the situation, police will be dispatched.
Police.
You wanna
want to
fly, William?
It's
You wanna
lots of
fly,
fun.
William? As long as Liberty Lad promises not to kidnap you.
Oh, he would never do that.
No, he's a
symbol
good
of truth
boy.
and justice.
That's
He
true, yes.
like William is kind of looking in between the two people here. Is like he looks to you, Rand. He's like, should I go flying with him?
Look, mate, if anyone says, hey, fly with me, you take that chance. Like
It's fun.
getting wrapped up in strong arms of a beautiful yeah, no, you
Rant?
do it.
He kind of blinks a little bit.
What the fuck?
He's like, okay, cool,
All right, well,
yeah.
meet you outside the Blackburn.
All right, no problem.
And he like walks over to Liberty Lad. So like, yeah, let's go fly.
Yeah, I'll lift him up, by his arms.
Seriously,
He's
don't kidnap him.
actually pretty heavy.
God damn it.
You can do it. Like you can get him up, but he's way heavier than a 14-year-old should be.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Can I have T-What Spark to help with that load?
Phrasing. Spark is I won't say it. I have 3 can Spark even help with that?
Well, I don't have 3 on flying. I just have
Spark
1.
just like spray like fans my face so I don't get too exhausted.
I mean, you can like rig
That's
Spark
funny.
up to like get him by the belt loop,
Oh,
and like have a little bit of support. But he is
Adjust the
very
camera
heavy.
so it's very dramatic.
He has some
Do it for the gram.
yeah, he does have like effective size scale just because he's like very compact. And none of you have Megamite, so it doesn't.
No.
It does.
We're the wrong team for that.
Hold on, let me look at something real quick.
Well,
I mean, you can pick him up and start flying him. You just can't
That's
like
fine.
go at full speed.
that's fine. I'll give him more time to chat with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why we just walk.
hey, Circuit.
Hi,
An evil aura. An evil aura.
Rant. Whose arms did you want to be flown around in?
Yeah, actually, yeah. She turns on you.
Well, look, Liberty Lad is a beautiful man, and I would not be upset if he was like, hey, let me scoop you up. I don't think he's going to do that. That's the feeling I'm getting. But,
We should ask.
I could totally ship this.
You
We
know
could make
what?
it happen.
Yeah, let's not to join you in camaraderie or anything, Circuit, but yeah.
No. There's an understanding.
Yes.
So, Liberty Lad, are you flying him north to Harlem where the Blackburn is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Truth and justice.
You
Sovereign,
won't
I need you
kidnap
to make a
child.
survival cunning roll.
Oh boy. All right, no problem.
There's a werewolf.
Though
Oh,
those 5 things are going to turn on us.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
God.
as soon as he leaves, as he breaks contact with the earth, they all crumble.
Oh, thank God. Don't make me fight.
But there are syringes inside them when you step on them.
2. 2 with a mega in that.
Have you ever been to
Mega.
the North Lawn?
Nope. You feel like an itch go up your back, and like you feel like a sudden like spike of adrenaline and a feeling of something being wrong. Roll defense, please.
Oh, here it goes. It begins. All right. So I do have some things in regards to that.
I did have you roll for danger sense.
I have defense and tough cookie. So let me see. What would I be rolling, Scott?
Defense is you choose one of your resilience attributes. And then any other enhancements or bonuses that you get from like your defense ability and other things.
Okay, let me read that.
Does anyone else have danger sense, by the way? Or is it just her?
Add
I-
one
I
die
do
to the
not.
character's
I have one.
defense pools equal to the
You have
higher.
danger sense?
Yep.
Make that roll for me, please, too. Survival cunning.
Okay.
So it says add one die to the character's defense pools equal to the higher of her mega cunning or mega dexterity. So I have one mega cunning and no mega dexterity. So I get an extra one there. One die for each dot. And then what does tough cookie do for me? Soft armor rating of at least one. Okay, so that doesn't have to do with this, I don't think.
I got a
Not-
2.
Got a 2. Yeah, you prick up as well. Like you're not entirely certain. Like you just feel like something is wrong.
Oh.
One. Yeah,
One?
not great, but not great.
I think we should get out of here.
I rolled a lot of dice. I'm letting you guys
Oh,
know.
God.
Oh boy.
But I also botched on a lot of dice.
Oh,
So all of you
The
hear,
turns have tabled.
all of you hear the crack of a sniper rifle, and a nearby tree, like maybe a foot, a nearby tree branch that's like hanging above Sovereign, explodes.
Oh shit, get down.
Rant's gonna grab Sovereign and like
Duck
cover
her.
her. Yeah.
And that's where we'll end it this week. Tune in next time to see where things go from here on Aberrant Atomic Youth. Don't forget to follow the characters on Twitter to see more of the story, and follow Simulacra RPGs for updates on the show and the channel. If you'd like to support the show, you can subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels at Simulacra TV, but the best way is to go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios and become a patron. A big thanks to our $5 and up patrons. You keep the story going, and we couldn't do it without you. Until next time, remember, your legacy is our future.